how about that last session then?
It was a session, for sure.
It was a session. It was the
Many
session of all
drunkins
time.
were drunk that day.
Yeah.
Yep. You guys pretty much continued your investigation off over at the Sylvan Tongue Companions Club. And it's there that you guys were, well, had to look around in a search for your friend Lugs, who seemed to not have shown up, or so you thought. As it turned out, he ended up going ahead of you guys, mostly because he didn't want to be, wandering around Silver Street at that particular area, seeing as how there were other people who were more than willing to goad you guys into their own establishments and take you guys off track. That being said, you were brought in and decided to just carry on the investigation without your companion. But you would later find out that he was taken in to the VIP section with several members of the Companions Club. And things worked out. What turned to be a rather roundabout way of learning about what happened. As it turns out, Lugs could have just as easily gotten, well, pretty much everything explained if he had just managed to work up the nerve to talk to some of the companions. But alas, just wasn't in him.
Nope.
Girls too pretty.
Yep.
And boys.
Girls.
Boys.
Too many pretty people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. After many drinks were downed, you guys were able to meet with the establishment owner, who happened to also be a friend of Hartman, Lugs' mentor. And it was through their help that you guys were able to pick up on a lead and kind of connect a few things. These investors, around the time of their disappearance, seemed to be related to whenever Lady Yuki would arrive with her entourage. And you did get a bit of a follow-up with being able to check out one of the houses of one of these investors, where you guys pretty much continue off. And inside, within the bedroom of this investor's place, you found something waiting for you in the rafters. And it attacked. And I think that more or less covers everything that we've gone through up until this point. I'm kind of cutting corners on a lot of details.
If
But
you
I
want the details, watch the VOD.
Nope.
It's true. You can always check out the VOD, but it's always good to summarize just a little bit for...
Oh, yeah.
Always
brief
gotta
summary.
But in any case, yeah, you guys are attacked by this thing.
Caesar wrong. Yep. I spelled Caesar wrong twice. How do I do that?
It's okay. I spelled Caesar wrong too.
I'm terrible at spelling names. You guys don't tell me how to spell your guys' names, I'm gonna spell it wrong.
I have a tradition
worry.
of creating names, especially for NPCs, that are always nicknamed into something funny.
Oh, I always make nicknames for my characters, but they're because I don't want people to have to say a mouthful every time they talk to me.
Yeah. Wait, damn, now I have to canonically make one of the Persona people have at least 15 characters in their name.
Oh, goodness.
It's a Hawaiian
Only
name.
15? Dang.
Yeah, that's my minimum. It's not my ceiling. But anyways, it is Caesar's turn, according to what we rolled last time.
Yeah,
Let me go ahead and just transition over and get my notes out real quick. Loads a little slow while we're alive. There we go. Oh, that's what I was forgetting. I knew I had left something behind. We're
Better
not.
get it.
Seiza, go ahead. I'm just getting the.
So
It's
there's
so-
what? Just one creature up in the corner of the room being a little creep?
Yep, he's in the up in the rafters, about 20 feet up.
20 feet up.
Yeah, it's a tall roof.
Oh my god, this is a big house.
Yeah, tall ceiling. It's
Um,
just for the bedroom though.
I'm about to pull out Pythagorean's theorem. I gotta
Oh yeah, it's like time to do some math.
stand 5 feet away from directly below it.
And then
Um,
fire.
And then fire, yeah.
Wait, with what?
Breath of the Dragon.
Oh. I don't know
Because I
why,
don't
but
have
I
any-
just imagine Stacey pulling out a fucking gun.
All right,
No.
I've
I
got the.
mean,
Like,
they could.
I can imagine since
He
you're
is
a
the
monk,
gun.
you can like strike a few poses and then pull a gun out of your like freaking clothes. Just like, all right.
Oh my god. It's either that or throw darts. I think I'll do that instead.
You
Yeah,
gonna throw
I'll use-
darts instead?
Mm? 2 martial dice. No, I'll use the Dragon Breath.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Oh, you get to decide which one yours is, don't you?
Yeah,
Well, because Akira's is acid, right? Can't
Yep.
change that.
I can choose.
Damn, I need to find a feat that lets me do that.
It is useful. Probably would.
Cora's gonna start
I'm
feeling
pretty sure
left
there
out.
is a I'm pretty sure
Like-
there is a spell that you
I mean,
can do
I'm
Dragon
pretty
Breath.
sure I could do any elemental spell and just have Core lean in a little bit.
I think there's literally actually wait, I think there is a potion that is basically the potion of
I
dragon
mean, there,
breathing or
there,
something
yeah,
like
there
that.
are potions like
So
that.
here you go.
I just have Core like lean in for any spell he casts. We just be like guiding bolt, but he like puts his hand next to his mouth. Guiding bolt.
Probably won't do fire because I don't want to burn the
Oh.
you know.
Fair.
We'll do poison, and I'm gonna need the creature, to make a saving throw.
All right.
I'm the saving throw.
What kind of saving
I
throw?
think it's Dex. That might go.
Dex
I
based.
think.
You got it. It rolled a 20.
Oh, never mind.
You know, at least it rolled a nat 20 on that. It could have been worse.
Yeah.
That's true. Burn those. Get those out of the way.
Okay. Or half as much damage, so I'll still do something.
I forgot I burned 2 second level spell slots already.
And then I do have to ask, so it's specifically poison damage, or is
Mhm.
it okay?
It's poison damage. It's not poison.
Okay.
The poison effect, yeah.
It's 2d4, I think. Yeah. Three.
3
I
damage.
should have used the dart. Yeah.
Okay. He takes the damage. All right. What next?
Well, is there anything you want to do? Say
No. Not really.
You're just gonna stand there and look at it.
Yeah.
A little poison dripping out of your mouth.
I threw up.
I
Well,
can do that.
I screwed up.
I threw it up.
That's how you become sober again.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah,
Just-
you got it all out.
That's what the
You
poison
just
is, I guess.
you channel all of the alcohol that you were downing earlier. And you just launch it as an attack at this like fucking monster.
Exactly. I didn't even need to be a monk. That's just me throwing up.
You're like,
Yeah.
wow, your monk power sure unique. Oh, I learned that one before I became a monk.
I've been
Oh.
doing that since I was a kid, actually.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Oh, but yeah, that's it.
Shadows in chat.
Alright.
He's like, I got an ad.
Oh no, not an ad.
I forgot
If it
that's
wasn't Raid Shadow Legends.
yeah.
Well, it's my turn next, boss.
It's your turn. Go ahead.
I would like to rage.
You rage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rage.
Even though it's far, I will just, yeah, I be able to hit it from here, but I will still grow my tail. I don't need to
Tail.
do too much damage. Yeah.
As long as you attack it.
Yeah. And I will attack it. I hope it likes acid damage. It is a constitution. Is it a constitution save? Or is
You're
it
lashing
using my
at it with
constitution?
your tail?
No, I just grow my tail, but I'm not using
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I'm using my breath weapon. Which, DC of the saving throw. It doesn't say if it's using. Oh my god. It has to be constitution. I'm assuming it is. Hold on.
Is it a con save?
Breath. Attack. Is it a. Is it a dex save or is it a. Hold on. Acid. Yeah, it's a dex save.
Deck save? Okay.
Dex save.
21.
Alright. Does it do half as much? It does do half as much. So.
Okay.
So it will do. Oh wow, that's max damage almost. Of 6. I forget if we're rounding up or down. Is it 6 or 5?
6. Let's take 6.
Okay, 6. Acid.
Acid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It takes the attack.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be directly right under it, ready to attack it when it decides it wants to come down. If it does.
Which it goes to its turn?
Core.
No, it's core. Yeah, it goes last. That's right. I
Taylor-
forgot.
Yeah, it goes last. Taylor was supposed to go last, but we don't have Taylor today. So.
We are. That's right. We are down to Taylor. I forgot to also specify.
Down Taylor.
So how on a scale of 1 to 10, how afraid should Core be of this creature?
Well, no one's really gotten a good look at it, other than just like a pair of glowing eyes and sharp fangs, just kind of scrunched up in the. Yeah, we're just like, oh, there's something up there that's just glaring at us, and then y'all just kind of spewed at it.
Yeah, spit at it.
What if it's
Pretty
just a dude?
Oh no. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm wearing my vampire cosplay. I didn't
Yeah.
mean to startle you. I was just trying to get my reps in, my pull-ups.
It's like,
Uh-oh.
damn, bro, I'm just doing my pull-ups. Put my feet up on the banister, man.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
I don't know if I should be scared. Okay, I'll cast Bless.
Bless. Oh, Shadow also says
Oh.
hi to the folks on VC in the campaign.
Hello.
Hello. I'm gonna cast Bless.
We are now
On the
beasts.
3 of us. Oh my god, I get to bless myself.
Yay!
Taylor has vanished, so you are now blessed.
Everyone in
Taylor
bless.
passed out from alcohol.
Or you could give the bless to
Again.
Lugs.
Amateur.
Lugs is
Oh,
also
We're
I
not
here.
giving the
forgot
bless to
he's
Lux.
here. Oh, but his pistol is awful.
He swapped the
I'll tell-
bullets.
Oh, okay.
He swapped his bullets.
I'll still use Bless on Core himself, but I'll tell Lugs to stand behind me. And then I am gonna back up a little bit, maybe so I'm not right there. Maybe like 20 feet away.
Yeah. Lugs is gonna stay out of the way for the most part, but at the end of the round he'll try and fire off his pistol.
Oh god.
So we all get blessed, and I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Alright. We are now blessed.
Bless.
Yeah. Well, it's its turn.
Yep. And after it weathers the barrage of rather gross attacks, you hear the creature snarl, and almost as if it's like kind of like stretches itself out a bit, cry out in
Also
a
be pissed
low
too.
growl. Give the word hungry, so hungry, and it drops down to the ground and attacks.
Oh well.
It's gonna be 50-50 on Akira or Seiza, since you guys are kind of the closest. It'll be Seiza.
Oh, okay.
Have fun.
Attack the barbarian!
Man, I'm trying.
It's dropping between you guys, so yeah.
That's fine.
And it definitely looks like as it drops down, you definitely see the what appears to be a man who definitely looks like he suffered some sort of horrific wound to the shoulder, as his dilapidated clothes are still stained red, and his eyes give off this unnatural like reddish orange glow as he tries to attack you, Seiza. Let's see, what was your AC?
19.
No, Dad's fallen behind. His AC is still 18. DM, I need to get Dad's AC up.
Uh-oh.
I need to get that armor.
Yeah. I mean, he already has armor.
Needs armor on the armor.
I need a +1 shield.
We'll have to do that on the downtime. You said it's 16, yeah?
19.
Oh, sorry.
1
19.
9.
Okay.
Yeah.
It will attack.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my God.
Let's see. Where's its? Oh, there it is. Speed of 19. Ooh, almost.
Fortunately, we can't
No.
see his stats.
Next attack. It is not a crit. However, it attacks you and deals. Oh, gosh darn it. That's right. Hold on. I need to like pull the dice out of my bag because I packed all this when I went to go for my IRL meetup. Come on.
I would say you could use the roll channel, but I can see it, so.
Yeah, you'll be able to see it. That's fine. I got one
Yeah.
of these dice. You'll take 6 slashing damage
Ow.
as it's the man's unnatural. His hands look more like unnaturally sharpened claws as he swipes at you.
Oh, I just had an idea.
Yeah.
And then that's his turn. It's gonna go back up top, but we'll have
Oh,
Lux
right,
fire
like-
off his gun.
Yeah,
Go,
Lugs,
Lugs, go.
Lugs, go,
Oh.
Lugs, go.
Crit.
I
He's,
imagine that he's peeking from behind corner.
Lugs basically is just like pretty much just like one arm just kind of like pretty much wrapped around like your leg, shin, ankle, as he's like pulling out his little pistol and fumbles for it again, but points it real quick and he's like, this time I brought the other ammunition.
Oh. right.
Ooh, and he hits.
Yay!
Hey,
Now this creature la criatura will resist some of it, but oh wait, no, wrong dice. It's the D8, silly. Whoa! He does before
Oh.
anything almost max damage.
Nice.
Yeah, hits him for a whopping 14 damage.
Ooh.
But before resistance.
Yeah, before resistances.
Which means this thing has resistances.
Yep.
Yep.
Which becomes
That's
very
pretty
apparent as you see Lugs squeeze the trigger, bullet goes off and hits the creature squarely in the chest, and you see the bullet wound not really like it's like goes through, but it almost kind of looks like it's being like somewhat absorbed by the impact.
Man, this is where it would be great if I could have, like... What's that spell? holy weapon or whatever, the one where you make somebody's weapon do
Yeah.
magic damage. But that's
God.
a higher level spell than I can cast.
Almost there.
Count for my weapons? Question mark?
Hmm?
Probably not for you yet. I know barbarians later it will count as a magical weapon, but it would work for you. It would work for claws. I think it's basically anything that's considered a weapon, and claws are natural weapon.
Yeah.
I know it works for monk fists. Up.
Bam. Goes up top.
Holy hands.
It's back to Seiza.
Back to
It
Caesar.
is. So it dropped down and it's right in my face.
Yep,
I
it's
will
Swiped
punch
you.
it. I will not use my weapon because I'm assuming we saw like how the gun reacted to.
Yeah. You were all able to
Okay,
get a
talk.
good look.
Yeah.
The bullet looked like it would have done a lot more damage, but it more so just kind of seemed to, yeah, seemed to kind of shrug
So, yeah.
off it.
I won't bother pulling out my chakrams and I'll just punch it really hard.
Ooh.
And with Draconic Strike, I can flavor it with a little cold damage.
Very well.
But yeah, I'll roll.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. First one's a 22.
22 hits.
And don't forget, you're blessed.
Oh, I forgot. Whoops. D4 plus 5. Okay, it's 9 damage.
9 damage.
Mine.
And it's cold damage, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, how did this look?
Hmm.
How did I can't remember.
No worries.
The coffee's gone.
Oh no.
Just how did it react to this? Was it similar
Oh.
to how the bullet?
The damage actually goes through, and it seems to have taken the whole of the hit.
That's good to know. Okay.
It is not resistant to cold.
Okay. I'll use a key point to use Flurry of Blows. So that's 2 more unarmed strikes.
Get him.
Get him.
First one. I forgot Bless again.
Mm,
Give me 1 second. Okay, 25.
that will definitely hit.
Just
Okay.
hits.
You just
Just
hit
hit.
him.
That's 9 damage.
9 damage. I'm assuming cold?
Yep.
Okay.
It's 7. This one I need Bless. I don't think Bless is gonna help this one actually.
Come on.
13.
13?
Mhm.
13 will not hit.
Makes sense.
Got 2 hits off though.
And that is what I'm going to do. I'm done. I'll just stay there.
My turn is going to be super easy.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm basically gonna whack him with my tail.
Smack.
I don't think I will. I will reckless attack to like convince him to be like, "Hey, look at me."
Hit
So I
me.
will roll with advantage.
Yep.
Good thing I did. Oh right, I got an bless. So that is a natural 17 plus.
It'll hit.
Yeah. that is a 23. Yeah. Okay. Right, for 9. I feel like it should be bludgeoning, but it says piercing, so I gotta go piercing.
9 pierce.
So 9 piercing. Yep.
It resists it, but it does take the damage.
Yeah. And then, well, since it's right there, I'm assuming within 5 feet of me, so.
Yeah, you pretty much, you
Hello.
guys pretty much jump this thing as it like lands on the ground and attacks Seiza.
Yeah, so you know what? I might as well. I almost rolled a d29. That's not a thing. I might as well punch it while I'm here.
Well, bam.
Oh, right. Less.
Commit violence.
It's gonna
so
hit. I saw that
26.
17. Like,
I believe that is 8. Yeah, and that's 8 bludgeoning.
8 bludgeoning.
Yep.
Okay.
Cause it goes off of my fist, so
Okay, cool.
I dealt damage.
Ah, shit.
You
Tabbed.
did it.
I did it. I dealt damage.
You did it. You hurt the thing.
Did it.
Did it.
I heard it.
Now, the real question. Will it come after you goaded it with that thing? But we'll find out after Core
I have
goes.
some ideas. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Core's turn.
It is Core's
For
turn.
Core's bonus action, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Seiza.
Okay.
For 1 minute, any creature who targets Seiza with an attack or harmful spell must first make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15. If they fail, they must choose a new target.
Haha!
Oh.
Ah.
Come at me, bitch.
You definitely want it coming after you now.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, Core. You convinced it.
Yeah, but that was just my bonus action.
Yeah.
For my action, I can still cast a cantrip, so I'll use Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame.
I need a Dexterity saving. DC 15.
It just fails.
Yay!
Rolled a 14.
Yay.
3 radiant damage. It's a cantrip. We're level 4.
Yeah.
The same as my breath weapon.
Samesies.
Yeah.
Okay, it'll take the radiant damage.
Nice.
Man, I hope so. I'd be scared if it resisted radiant damage.
Oh my
Immune
god,
to
something this
radiant
early,
damage.
something this early immune to radiant damage would be scary, because radiant damage is pretty strong at these low levels.
Yeah.
But that's my turn.
Alrighty. Well,
And now its turn.
between the inviting reckless attacks and the sanctuary, he's gonna definitely turn around
Yeah.
and come after you, Akira.
Come at me, bro.
So he's gonna swing with advantage.
17, I believe.
17.
Yep, 17.
He will land the hit.
Alright,
However,
expected.
instead of going with the damage, he's gonna forgo that, and
Oh.
instead,
Uh-oh.
What's he gonna do?
let's see. Instead of dealing damage, he grapples.
Lamau!
So he grabs
Oh.
you.
So contested.
I mean, like, it'd probably be if I wanted to break out, but
You just have to make an escape check basically. But yeah, he grabs you.
yeah. Lamau.
Well, I mean, you'll be at a penalty for being grabbed, but yeah. But while he has you grabbed,
Oh no, guys, he has advantage against me.
He already had advantage.
Oh
he-
no, guys, if I try to attack something else, I have disadvantage away.
Nope, but he does try and bite you though.
Understandable.
'Cause he's like screaming blood. What was your AC?
My AC is
17?
17. Yes.
Wow.
I
he
could
barely gets
technically
it.
block if I wanted. Oh, then let me use my. Let's see. If it hits you an attack roll, you can use a reaction to spike your tail. Okay. I will use my reaction to increase my AC. Let's see by how much. By 4. It is now a 21 AC.
That's enough as you're able to just basically. So wait, what's exactly causing that?
My tail.
Oh, well, is he pretty
Yeah,
much goes to
literally.
bite and you just basically just stuff your tail in front of him and he's like, ah!
Yeah. Have some rock hard tail, bitch.
And it's able to. He basically misses. He effectively misses. Another thing to note, by the way, as you guys are getting a look at him, a lot of the damage you've dealt to him is starting to fade away off of him.
No, not this shit.
Yeah.
Fire damage, bestie.
Can I swap in the middle of?
I have no
You
idea
can
what this
change
is.
the damage type. Yay.
Yay! Yep, you can always just keep testing because I can't. So.
Actually,
On the list.
let me actually reiterate on that. So that that was something you saw actually in the first round of fighting. This time around, it doesn't show up. I should probably have mentioned this more specifically, because
Yeah.
that was something I was supposed to say at the beginning after you hit him a few times.
It's either
Um.
cold damage or the radiant damage, because or bludgeoning damage, I guess. But I don't think a punch. I'm assuming he resisted the punch, by the way.
He resisted the punch.
Okay, so yeah, it's not likely it's the piercing or the bludgeoning. So it's either the cold damage or the radiant damage that did it.
As DM, I'm pretty sure I have to specify whenever an attack is resisted or immune.
Yeah, I didn't hear you specify, so I'm like, really?
My bad.
No,
yeah.
you're good.
Wait, so I spaced out again. You said it was after the first round?
Yeah, because it didn't happen this time around. I was supposed to say it the first round, but the damage you guys inflicted before his before he acted started to sort of fade away.
Okay.
However, this time around it didn't. All the damage you threw at him stuck.
Okay.
So as far as we know, it's either the radiant damage or the cold damage.
No, I
I'm not
think it's
gonna
the
metagame.
poison or the acid.
No, the
That was
Is it the
the
first
first round.
round?
Yeah, that was first
and
round.
then-
So it's
Heal-
not
it did-
acid
It
nor
did heal in
poison.
the first round.
Yeah.
It did heal, yes. It didn't heal the second one, so it's either
Oh wait, so
the
maybe
radiant damage or
poison
the cold
healed
damage.
him,
Yeah.
it could be also that, but likely, I'm assuming we saw this as all the damage was getting taken
Yeah,
in. He
while
wasn't
it's,
like he didn't like, yeah.
Yeah, while it's I goofed up the rule a bit because I was supposed to say it at the start of his round. I'm like, oh shit, that's right.
That's alright.
Mhm.
but,
TLDR, he's regenning,
Yeah.
or he's
That's not good.
not regenning right now.
Yeah, to make a very roundabout description that I goofed up big time. He goofed, and then a source you dealt to him stopped it.
Yeah, which
Okay.
would mean either cold or radiant.
Could
Oh,
we
let
just
the
keep
party
doing that?
decide.
Yeah.
We could just
We
keep on,
technically
like,
don't know
blasting
which
it
one.
with cold and radiant.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the only problem is mine's a cantrip. I can't be burning my hut. I don't have that many spell slots, so I'm gonna
That's
have to just
true.
keep using my cantrip and hope that he doesn't save.
Lug's
Well,
going to
I'm
shoot
saying-
with bullet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go Lugs, go!
Oh, go.
Oh, Lugs, go!
No, he missed.
No.
He rolled a 4.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
He's just like, darn it.
he shoots one of us. And...
Wes wouldn't help me with that, buddy.
Bullet jams. He's like, damn. Pops it and then loads a new one. I thought I got rid of these bullets. Hey,
Oh,
case.
no,
It's
guys.
back up top.
Okay. I mean, why fix what ain't broke, I guess. I'll keep using cold damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just do that. Do
Yeah.
a punch.
Give him the old freezer burn.
Yeah.
You're blessed.
With bless.
What's bless? You are beast.
You are
Yeah.
big. You're my little pog champ.
Oh my god. 13.
I don't think Caesar liked hearing that.
13.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, the PogChamp comment has broken Seiza's focus and caused her to
David's
miss.
just like, you're cringe.
L plus ratio. What was I doing? But yeah, I'll still expend a key point to do
Just
2 more.
here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh, 17.
17 hits.
Okay. So- 7 damage. Cold damage.
7 cold damage?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and record that.
10 and 20 for the second hit.
Dirty
20 hits.
Seven more damage.
Alright. For what it's worth, you guys are in fact hurting this dude.
Yay! Hooray!
Even with that regen.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't think I can do anything else.
Alright.
Okay. Nope,
Next up,
I'm gonna keep doing what I do best,
Angie Swing.
which is Angie Swings. Oh, M based.
I'm based.
M based.
Ace.
Okay, so
That's
is
gonna
going to
hit.
be 22.
Yep.
Okay. Since I'm gonna do these, you know what? It's different rules. I'm just gonna. Actually, they're not even different rules. They're. I think. 11 piercing, which
Okay.
gets reduced to whatever. Then I punch for double 19.
Okay. That's,
19.
it's not a crit, but it hits.
Not yet, because I think barbarians does have brutal critical at some point, but not yet.
Yeah, they can extend their
Why am I
critical.
rolling 8? 8 bludgeoning.
8 bludgeoning?
And I can't move because my speed is literally 0. Not like she wants to move.
No.
No.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Goes to core.
Core.
It's Core's turn.
Yep.
Well, Core will use Sacred Flame. Need a dexterity saving throw.
DC 15, correct?
Yep.
Fails again. Off by 1.
Hooray!
Ray.
Oh, that was almost good. Almost 8, but then it didn't roll over it. 5 radiant damage.
Yep. You spark it with your radiant damage, and it just like snarls angrily as it takes the full hit.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright. Well. The monster, once again, still holding Akira in his grasp, is going to try to make another bite attempt.
Go for it, my dude.
Oh, it's a crit!
Oh, no,
I
it's
think
not.
he went for it.
It's not.
You said go for it, he said bet.
And I said no. I'm gonna use my reaction to cast Silvery Barbs.
Ooh, what's that do?
The creature
re-rolls.
must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll.
Is it both d20s or just the one?
I think it would just
I think
be,
it's just one.
it would just
yeah.
be one. It's basically being like,
Okay.
whatever you rolled, you have to roll again. And of the 2 rolls, like whatever you were gonna use before and the new roll, you have to use the lower roll.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Not a
You
crit,
just
but
roll
still
again and use
hits. Went from a
That's
20.
fine, as long as it's not
You know
a
what?
crit.
Went from a 20 to a
As long as it's
19.
not a crit.
Yeah.
Why
Dude.
not? Let's use this tail to my advantage. Let me use my reaction. Let's see. Well, it's now an 18, guys. I match with Seiza! Yay!
No, with core.
Matchies.
Oh, wait,
No,
sorry.
you
Yes,
don't.
core.
Yeah, you match with
Core.
core. Seiza got 19.
Like how
Yeah.
I forgot to.
Also, as part of this spell, I then choose a different creature within range and give them advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. I'm giving it to Seiza. So not
Alright.
only are you blessed, but you have advantage on your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And then Akira, you will take 6 piercing and
Right, 1, 2,
9 necrotic damage.
9 necrotic. Alright.
And your max hit points are reduced by that 9.
That's rough.
Yeah, your max hit points got reduced by 9 from that. And then he will make a regular attack.
Right.
Which he... Does he even hit with that regular attack? Don't think he does. Oh
An
wait,
18 now.
So you
He
took
does.
9 damage and then also had your maximum decreased by 9.
9.
Oh, that's rough. Wait, that's halved already? Oh my god.
Oh, that was necrotic, right? So it does not
Yeah.
get halved.
Oh, right.
The piercing was halved, but not the necrotic.
And then you take
Fine. I haven't lost a third of my health yet.
8,
Oh, okay.
8 slashing.
Right. Still not at half of my, or, yeah, I don't think that's even a third yet.
Yeah. And then that's its turn.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near a third of my health being lost. Alright, back on top, which is Caesar.
No, lugs. Lugs.
Oh, right, lugs.
Oh yes. Almost forgot about Lugs again.
Again. Don't worry.
Lugs! Shoot
Don't
him!
forget lugs.
Oh, he is probably gonna miss with that. Yeah, he misses.
Damn, I should have given it to
No.
lugs.
I don't know if Bless would have helped him.
I don't think
Eh,
so.
probably not. Not for that shot.
It's not helping me in my cantrips, that's for sure though.
It's sub 10. Now it's back up top.
Oh.
I'm assuming because we did the same thing, he's not regened.
Yep, he has not regened.
Yep. Alright. Caesar.
Yeah. Sorry. Just do that. Just do the same thing, I guess.
He's
You
still
said my
grappled.
first attack has advantage.
Yes, advantage plus
Okay.
plus.
Plus plus.
Bless.
Uh, First one. Oh, that's
Yeah,
not 20.
twenty.
Never mind.
That's what we wanted to
Critical
see.
hits!
Didn't even need the advantage. Alright, now roll to see if you can crit.
What's this? Yes, I can do math. Set. 2 ones.
Oh, you hate to see it. God damn.
Yeah.
Ooh. 7.
7 cold?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm running out of key points. I'm just gonna do an unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing too.
17.
17 hits.
Okay, 6 damage. So,
6 damage.
Cold.
Oh.
Oh.
He's looking pretty banged up.
Yay.
yeah. Okay.
Alright. Oh.
Okay.
My turn is also pretty simple.
Continues to
Alright,
smack.
reckless attack once more. Outright and, of course, based. For
Base.
23. For 12. Hey, it keeps increasing a little bit. 12 piercing. And then for the punch, it is 15 plus. So dirty 20. The
Yeah,
punch.
that'll hit.
Right. And then, well, that's another 8 bludgeoning to his face.
Okay.
Punch.
Still standing.
Still
Yeah.
standing.
Still standing. Well, that's me.
Okay. Core.
For's turn.
Yep.
Time for some sacred flame up in here. I need a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Can he make it?
Roll a 1.
Can he make
Oh, he made it!
No
Takes
damage.
nothing. Now we know, now we can figure out if it's the cold damage or the radiant
Yeah,
that's
now we're
doing
gonna
it.
know.
Yeah,
Unless Lugs gets the kill.
Yep.
that'll be interesting if he did.
Well, it still has to
Yeah, and
go. Yeah. Yeah.
Which it'll
sure.
be doing soon.
Is that everything?
Yep, that's it.
Sure enough, as he goes, you see his flesh start to re-stitch itself.
No.
Oh no, it was the radiant damage, guys.
That's the
Who would have guessed?
Oh no.
Corey, you fucked
Oh,
up,
wow.
buddy.
It's alright.
Yeah.
We
Oh, no.
we found out some important information that the characters didn't know, but the players were like, "Damn it, you
Also
guys
Probably
did it."
knew. Yeah, if you haven't figured it out on that one, it's vampiric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even trying to bite me, so I mean, it did bite me.
Yeah, it's only just been biting you like crazy, which it's gonna do
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
What was your AC?
It is 17 right now,
You
and I'll
misses.
probably react. Never mind, I won't react.
I rolled very poorly on that one, and then he makes a melee attack.
Hmm.
Because only one of those gets to be a bite, but that'll hit.
Alright, let's see what my D8 does this time. It is now a dirty 20 for AC.
It will still hit.
Alright.
Oh.
And we'll take... 8 damage. Slashing.
Alright. Still not at third, baby.
Damn, you are tough.
Corey,
Thank
why
you.
does Akira call you baby? We'll talk about it later.
In any case, Lugs. Work your magic.
Come on, Lugs. Get the killing blow.
Get that crit. Get that crit.
Get that.
Oh,
crit.
I saw the 21st second he hits.
Yay!
But he does not crit. But he will do quite a bit of damage though. 9 damage. So he putting damage back up on him.
Yay.
All right. Top of the turn.
Right. It is
Okay.
Caesar. We found out cold does not cause his regen to go.
Oh, okay.
It's radiant.
It's radiant,
time
but
to spice it up in a different way, I guess.
yeah.
But yeah, punch.
Punch. What kind of punch are you doing?
Fire.
Fire punch.
Fire punch.
Imagine if you could actually choose Radiant, Necrotic, or Force.
No.
That'd be
Oh my
funny.
goodness.
I would like it to be psychic. That'd be hilarious.
Oh my god, psychic.
There's few things that are resistant to psychic, and it's very few.
Yeah, not even Zara.
Oh, that's
Yep.
true.
The one time I used something against the level 10 Zara, dealt psychic damage, Hell Screams.
I did. It was a critical hit.
Oof.
Yeah.
17? 17.
17 hits.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Um. What are these rolls? 6 fire damage.
6 damage. Alright, I'll take the full.
Aw, nice. Unarmed strike.
Oh!
28.
That'll hit.
Okay. 9. 9 damage.
And with that, as you finally are able to punch the bastard repeatedly, he finally gives up and just crumples to his wounds, and he's like, "No, no, curse you, curse that vile woman!" And it just like he slowly just begins, or quickly actually begins to just decompose.
Ew.
Ew. I flop him back onto his bed.
Oh no, he just falls on the floor. It's just like
Oh.
smoke just emanating from his body.
Sorry, but all I'm picturing is the.
Kicks him away from her.
No! I'm picturing the dies of cringe. Like,
Yeah, the mean bean.
yeah. God. Hmm.
As he crumples there, not much is left of him other than a smoldering husk of a body and whatever he was wearing, which is his blood-stained clothes.
Where's that one?
So, do you think this was the guy?
I mean, makes sense. It's his house. Haven't seen
This
him.
was his
Found
house.
this.
Mhm.
Well, that's just unfortunate. Can I inspect him and try to figure out what exactly he was?
Yeah, you can make a. I guess investigation would work for this. Unless there's any other respective roles.
Can't think of any right now.
No, because this wouldn't be like a nature check, so... Yeah, I'll do investigation.
Very well.
Oh! Natural 19 for a 21. I didn't even guidance myself.
Well, you're able to look over. It is certainly something undead in nature. As wild as you kind of presume, you kind of come to the conclusion that this might be a vampire, or was a vampire, but it didn't seem like a all too powerful vampire, all things considered. At least from you know, what you've come to understand with vampires. Vampires are much, much stronger.
I mean, I've never seen a vampire before, but maybe this is a very weak vampire? Maybe? It definitely had the fangs. It certainly was not on you, Akira.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of shrugs.
Oh, by the way, do you need me to top you off, or are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're gonna need a long rest, by the way, to sleep off that.
Yeah, to get rid of the knife.
wound.
Yeah. Yeah, but she's good.
Okay.
I
Um,
said not even a third of my health
no,
was
I'll
depleted.
give the specifics. I think it's fair enough for the specifics, but yeah, that guy was a vampire spawn. To come to the
I
conclusion,
knew it.
it's yeah, it's nothing while definitely resembling that of a vampire, it's more feral natured and rather single-minded bloodthirstiness kind of brings you to the conclusion that this is not a true vampire, but rather you know, a lesser form of a vampire.
Hmm. It seems this woman has a wide range of taste when it comes to undead. Assuming, of course, that you guys are putting together the pieces that I am, that perhaps this is related to that woman in Lady Yuki's entourage. He was cursing some vile woman there at the end, after all.
Yeah. To see that image for sure.
Well, unfortunately, I think this is a bit of a dead end then. Literally.
But Core and his dad jokes. The laugh track begins. The credits
It
start
was
rolling.
accidental until I said it, and then I was like, oh, wait.
You hear Lugs rush out of the room, by the way, and he's just like, ugh. You notice he's in one of the other rooms, trying to like compose himself. The man is like, oh god, I'm gonna be sick. Like, just seeing everything that kind of transpired.
I suppose I'll go check on him.
Poor dude, not used to this shit.
Oh yeah, that fight with the
Neither
undead,
are
there
we,
wasn't
but-
exactly I mean, it was a brutal fight, but I think this was a little bit more scary for him.
Yeah.
He definitely looks very queasy and very shaken up by this whole ordeal.
How you doing, buddy?
I I don't know if I can keep going with this case. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah,
Well,
that first fight with those shambling horrors were terrifying, but now we got this thing going on. And, oh god, it was so messy. Ugh.
we made it through all right, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if I can really do this sort of stuff anymore. I don't know how Hartman was able to do it. I don't know why he even took me in as the mentor. This is the sort of stuff he gets into.
Well, it does seem like maybe even this is a little bit over his head, right?
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna. I hope he's alive after all this.
Me too. Me too.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm really cut out for this whole detective thing. I don't know. This is really worth keep pursuing.
I think it's worth it to try to save your boss, right?
I guess so. But I don't know if I've got the stuff, you know. He can go and, you know, go through all these gritty crimes and see all those brutal scenes, and talk to all these people, and I can barely even, you know, put up a fight with my gun.
Well, maybe the secret is you just need to find the right partner, you know? And I wouldn't worry about that first bit. I think, to be honest, perhaps not being so jaded can be a good thing. It means you have a good heart.
Yeah, I guess. Hartman kind of said similar things. He said I wasn't really messed up by the city.
I mean, if disturbing things stop disturbing you, the problem is with you, you know?
I guess so. Ah, jeez. Right. Maybe we could find something around here. Let me,
Yeah, let's peek around.
let me have a look at them. Maybe there's something we missed.
Yeah, perhaps. Let's go.
Lugs will hesitantly return back to the room, and you see him kind of look over at the smoking
poke it. No, I'm kidding.
remains, and you see him kind of like he gives a like you see his like face kind of scrunch up in like disgust, like and he pulls out like a handkerchief that he kind of covers his face, and he carefully starts to tiptoe over to the body. And he's got to do his
Akira
own
just
little
looks at him.
investigation.
Do you need me to be your hands or something?
No, I got it. I got it. Just.
We're just gonna pull up.
You,
Core's got a little
you literally
scarf
have
too,
one
so
hand on your face.
It's fine. I can do this. I can do this. And you'll
Core will
sift
pull up
through.
his little scarf too, and then I'm gonna cast guidance on Lugs.
All right, so you'll get a D4.
Yep.
Okay. Where'd my D4 go? Ah.
If he can't pass this, Akira's going to try. Because God, this is sad
He'll get it.
to her at least. Yay!
Yeah.
Struggle as he might, he gets it. And with that, he looks over and pulls out from the smoking body. As he does, he kind of opens a little bit of the shirt and pokes around. As a puff of smoke kind of billows up, and he's like, ugh. But he is able to persevere and digs around and finds something. A little wallet, essentially, confirms the identity. It is in fact one of the investors.
Well, he's not gonna need his code anymore.
Nope.
Yeah. No.
He's like, yeah, this is definitely the same guy. Hold on, what's this? And with that, he pulls out, dipped a little bit in the blood that was in his shoulder. He finds what appears to be a pamphlet. And it's a rather pretty postcard, like fold-out postcard material, and it's just a plain white card. And on the back, there's an ink blot, or like an ink, not ink blot, but like an ink art piece. And it looks to be like some kind of, looks like a tower. And it just simply says on the back, "See you at the Spire," with a with what looks like an imprint. It's red lipstick, basically, like someone smooched the card.
Oh goodness.
Here's the last thing we need to go to, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea how we're gonna get in there. Oh goodness.
Well,
Have I mentioned that
Wait.
clubs are not really my forte?
I mean, could we use this as an invitation?
it
That's how it even works?
could work. I'll probably be able to push it with a +1, but I don't know if I can, or if we can get all of us in there. I did talk to Miss Emmy as well to help us out as well. She knows people that knows people, and maybe she can get you guys in as well with that. But this might be able to help if we put up a good, convincing,
Get over the mic.
we can convince the doorman.
Well, I guess it's time we get our best suits.
Oh no. This is an awkward moment, but these are the only clothes I own.
Truly?
I mean, I have another set of these exact same clothes. I mean,
Well,
slightly different color,
Oh
but
my god.
if you want,
Akira's already in nice clothes.
I'm
Wait.
a farmer. This is the uniform they gave us.
I could
You're
talk
not
to.
a farmer the whole time. You can have a life outside of your occupation.
I could talk to
You
Lady.
can?
I could talk to Lady Emmy. You know, she could probably loan us some spare clothes. I know all the companions wear something nice.
Most of my clothes look like this, basically.
Hmm.
Oh, I have a swimsuit.
You know, if it's not too much of a bother, maybe we will borrow a suit or two.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Let's reconvene back at the Sylvan Tongue then. Maybe we can get some spare clothes there, and we'll go to the spire, the Silver Spire.
Sounds good.
Alright, shall we head there now?
Yeah. If you guys want, did you want to go now?
I mean, we can go now, or do you need a rest? I don't know how fast Miss Emmy is able to work. Do you think we need to give her some time? It's only been, what, like, half an hour since we left?
Yeah, it's been a minute, but yeah, could do with some downtime if you guys need to.
I mean, I'm mostly worried, and I know Akira's not worried about it. but
Yeah,
I would
Akira's
like-
been very nonchalant.
I would like to get that fixed up. Just in case, you know, boss fight.
Yeah, it might help
Yeah,
to
thanks.
the very least. We got some time to rest up.
That might be a good idea. Perhaps we'll go back to our apartment, we'll get Kayla all set up. And then we'll
Put her in a
meet
cubbyhole.
you.
All right. Sounds good then. I'll meet you guys back at the
Wait for this.
Sylvan
Yeah, at
Tongue.
the Sylvan Tongue, yeah.
I'll let Miss Emmy know that about the situation and see what she can do to help us, and we'll meet back up.
In 8 hours.
Yep. It'll be the last hours of the Broznov night.
Oh, great.
Oh. Okay.
As you
So yeah,
Or you
let's
were-
head back to the apartment.
Mm,
turn
sorry.
back to your home.
Mhm. Before you weren't joking, were you? Really? That
I mean,
much?
I own more clothes than just this, yes, but pretty basic stuff, you know.
No, I meant
jacket.
style, variety.
Oh, no, pretty much just the same. Because I mean, why would I need more than that? It works. It functions.
But, you know, different
For what?
situations.
For once I'm in Greens Accord, this is basically what I wear.
I mean, I have
all
a
I have.
jacket.
Oh no.
So if it gets nippy, I have a jacket. If it gets too hot, I can always take my shirt off. So that's pretty flexible, right?
Mm.
Suza is Scar right now, being like, I'm surrounded by idiots.
No glamour.
I mean, I don't like to spend money too much because, you know, I've been saving up.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be that expensive. We can still go on an outing for some fanciful clothing without spending too much.
I suppose. I mean, I am quite fond of this jacket. That little fur lining on it.
It does look nice, but you can't be expected to go everywhere with the same garb.
I suppose.
I do.
Uh,
Wait, if she gets to, then why can't I?
I'm not going to pry into your private lives, because... But, you know, as co-workers, I would prefer that we all look...
Oh, just coworkers. I thought we were
Just
friends.
coworkers.
Just coworkers. Pensive.
co-workers.
Oh, Cora looks a little sad.
But we are going shopping someday.
Well, the It does sound kind of fun. It'll be a new experience for me. I usually just, you know, whatever they're selling on the street.
It's not even a single tailor.
A tailor? That sounds expensive.
I don't know. I'll introduce you.
I mean, you'd hate where I lived before I got here then, because all we ever wore were robes. You know, monk robes. Basic ass pants.
No,
shirt.
I've seen some horrendous wear before, but you know, before planning on hitting the places we are, it's prudent that we look the part.
Well, perhaps Miss Emmy can help us with that this time, and then we'll go shopping once we're done with the job and get something nicer.
Exactly. But that's besides the point. Let us be off.
Yeah. Should we get some ramen?
It's always the ramen.
It's always the wrong. Sure.
Yeah, we'll go to the noodle stand. Noodles.
Well, it's less of a stand and more of a proper shop. But
The
yeah.
noodle shop.
Noodle.
Well, you head on in, and sure enough, you are treated once again to a finest frickin' noodles this part of the city.
Noodle.
Noodles.
Noodles.
Yay.
Yum yum yum. I sneak all my pieces of pork into Akira's bowl again.
And just like Grahatia doesn't notice, just keep eating them.
The gremlin laugh. Yeah. Guess I will do the same.
Oh, nice.
Like, wow, this gives a lot of meat. I love this place.
Can't even see the noodles.
Strangely, it tastes like elf.
Sable is horrified. Core looks
Sir,
horrified.
what meat do you use?
I thought this was pork.
The noodle is people.
No, now Core's really gonna become a vegan.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Akira's having a great time, guys.
Well, while you're enjoying your meal on the other side of the restaurant, you spy, or not so much spy, but you can't help but catch the attention of what's going on the other side of the this bar, essentially. Which is two elves, one of which you remembered from the other day, who had made his friend pay for their meals, is now sitting beside another elf, and at this time he's the one who's chatting him up, while another one seems rather gives a rather disinterested look at the whole conversation as he's just buried in his textbooks. The other elf is, of course, talking about his new and wonderful love and how wonderful she looks and all this stuff, and the other guy is just like, yep, that's cool. So, you tell
Yep.
mom and dad about it? And he's like, oh, no, not exactly. You know, it's like, you know how dad gets. Yeah, but, you know, it's sometimes you just gotta figure this out on your own first. And besides, who knows? Maybe it's not gonna work out, and I don't want to bring that sort of drama to the folks. Don't you? I mean, imagine how devastated Mother would be if I brought in bad news like that. And the other one just kind of sighs. You need to stop getting yourself into trouble. And the other one just simply laughs and he says, "Well, you know me in trouble." I was like, "Yeah, I keep having to drag you away from it." And that's why you're the best, brother. And with that, almost in a similar fashion, he laughs jovially and once again says, "Well, tell you what, how about you pick up the tab on this one and I'll cover you for the next one then. Hey brother, I got work to take care of." And of course, the reading one gives a rather irritated sigh as he slams a handful of coins onto the bar and says, "I'm holding you to that. And you better not go get in trouble again." And the two depart.
Damn.
And they're
They must-
both hot. Damn
They,
it.
they must live
Well-
nearby, because we've seen them. Well, this is only the second time, so.
Well, the one elf is definitely nearby, apparently, since that's the second time you've seen him.
Maybe he's our neighbor.
Hmm.
I mean, honestly, I just realized I don't even know who lives in the apartment next to ours. They're awfully quiet.
Yep,
Akira smiles. I'm kidding.
they're day
Kidding.
workers. They're day workers. They work all day and they sleep all night.
Oh my god, they sleep all Broznov night.
They sleep
Oh, wow.
they sleep the whole They hibernate, man.
They're
That's
gone.
a mood. Oh.
Depending on how hungry Akira is, they may be gone.
Oh no!
Oh no!
What
Next time we
neighbors?
meet them, gotta tell them to lock the doors.
You
God,
had
this is-
neighbors.
This woman. Run away.
You had neighbors.
You
He's
had
a
neighbors.
menace. Isn't that your roommate? Yeah.
Yeah, she's wonderful, but she's a menace.
Don't worry, she would not eat the neighbors.
Unless
Unless you
Yeah,
ask her
thank
to.
you.
Yeah. Unless it becomes necessary.
One thing to add to that, you'll kind of catch word, or you'll kind of hear one of the, the two chefs that are talking to each other as the two elves leave, and one of them says, that guy comes in so often, I've never once seen him pay for a single bowl of ramen.
Hmm?
Hydrate. Okay. Yeah. Apparently that regular who comes in, always gets someone else to pay for his meals.
Marman.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Is there anything else you do during your downtime?
Just like me. I don't pay for my meals either.
That's true. Thor always has to pay for a cure.
Yeah.
For real, for real.
Oh, wait, how much was it?
2 gold.
Oh yeah, how much? 2 gold, so 4
2
gold.
gold. Oh.
4 gold. Oh, oh no, I'm
Uncle.
poor.
Oh no.
I am.
You're poor.
I'm poor. Oh no, I'm
Oh, no.
poor.
Oh no, how could this happen?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
what
what
the-
else to do? I think, unless anyone needs him, I think Core might try to go for a swim.
Off for a swim then.
Yeah, you'll just see Core go into his room. You hear a lot of loud clinking noises as he takes his armor off. Then he comes back out wearing his jacket and a pair of swim trunks and some sandals. And that's it.
Can I borrow one of your clothes real quick? Just for
No?
a brief moment. A shirt will do.
Yeah. Goes back in, gets his shirt, brings him back out.
Thank you. I'll be right back. Enjoy your swim.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to come?
No. I'm pretty sure I'd drown.
Oh, I mean, you could always wait at the shore, but fair enough. Akira, you want to go swimming?
She's already flopped over on the bed sleeping.
Okay.
I am taking a nap.
Honkshu,
By the
honkshu.
by, do you think she would have spare clothes or?
Hmm?
I actually think when she said those were her only clothes, I think she meant literally those are her only clothes.
She's literally wearing the clothes as she's asleep, as she's sleeping.
So when I
Uh.
said they were my only clothes, I meant like, I basically only have clothes like this. When she said those were her only clothes, she meant literally those are the only clothes she owns.
Okay, that's what I was assuming.
The rat looked at you judgingly.
Squeak.
You know what? I won't linger. I'll just approximate.
Well, I guess I'll see you in like an hour or so. I promise I won't drown.
Please don't.
I won't. It hasn't happened yet.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go find my favorite bit of the seawall and go for a little swim. And by swim, I mean I'm just gonna dive down as deep as I can and just hang out there for like 20 or 30 minutes and then come back up.
Sounds good.
Maybe I'll float a little on the surface and try to spot stars, but I know it's like impossible.
Well, you make your way to your favorite swimming spot over near the northern port, and it's there. You kind of you are able to kind of catch notice of the passing ships, and you take note of the sky once again. It's in this sunset at the moment. It's Broznov night, and real time, like, well, real time, but outside, like, Realm's daytime, nighttime is syncing up once again for a brief moment, and you're able to kind of catch a glimpse of the stars behind passing fishing ships and various freighters off in the distance.
Well, maybe he'll be able to convince Saze to come out next time. Maybe.
No. Good luck.
He'll keep trying. But yeah, he'll just go for a little relaxing swim, blow off some steam, then hit back.
Very well. You once again enjoy a nice relaxing swim as you sink to the bottom of the water, to the bottom, and probably startle some fishermen that are kind of catch note, and they're like, "Ah, swimmer!" And they see you kind of sink down into the water and not come back for a while, and they're like, "Ah," and then eventually you do pop up, and they're like, "Holy crap!"
It's fine. After a while, the locals will eventually come to realize that he's fine.
They'll get used to it. They'll be like, "Yeah, there's a guy here who just that dude can swim."
He's like an Olympian swimmer or something. He can hold his breath for like 20 minutes or something.
That guy is like part
crazy.
mermaid or something. I don't know. Don't know his deal,
I mean,
but he's,
that's
he
pretty
can
close,
stay
actually.
they don't know yet.
And then you were the Legend of the Merman.
Oh my god, he's a merman.
He's following the local, like, myth.
Oh my god.
Congratulations. Put that in 5 years, boss. Write that down. Write that down.
All right, cool.
Did
We'll
you
put
know
that
there's a merman in the northern port?
I mean, there is the corpse of Broznov. There is that. So why not add to more myths and legends? Oh,
Yeah.
give me one quick
I
second,
hope
guys.
one of us becomes a corpse of Broznov.
Oh my god, who's becoming the corpse?
Hopefully no one.
Hopefully that guy we just fought.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's a legend. That's just fact.
One day, Cor will have to swim for one of our jobs, and he'll be so happy.
Yeah.
One day.
Oh my god,
Then you
we
find
really
out
are.
Akira doesn't know how to swim.
Oh no. Oh my god, wait, Akira? Rin? Confirmed?
Except she doesn't hide her scars.
Oh.
Oh, which kind of reminds me, I forgot to mention a lot of her scars, because you're a cleric, so you could probably determine. A lot of them are more burn marks than anything.
I mean, to be
Oh.
fair, Cora's literally seen you naked. He's given you a bath.
Yeah, so
No
yeah.
need to be so
Yeah.
formal. I've seen you naked.
But yeah, a lot
Once
of
again,
them are burn
the
marks.
Heim Daisy reference.
Please.
There you go, Cora. I'll give you that.
Anyway, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spawn more myths like the corpse of Broznov, or the warden of Broznov.
Hope that's a real thing.
Not the
Yeah,
Blackrock
Thor will make his
warden,
way
the
back.
other warden.
Mm.
That one
Ah.
actually, that one would actually be relevant to you guys. You would all know this. The myth of the warden, because well, I guess we'll go into a little bit of a lore. Um, since there's been a
Lordom.
since we're having a
Yeah.
contemplative moment. The warden of Broznov. Nobody knows who this guy is. Some people say he's one of the heads of the organized groups, but apparently it's the mastermind who was able to orchestrate a full Broznov day, like, stopping of production. And by that, it is in, or not so much production, but shipping. For one whole day, he was able to close all ports in Broznov and lock them down. No ships were able to go in or out for a whole Broznov day. Which completely threw everything into chaos. This was about 8-10 years ago, I would say. Yeah, I'd say about 10 years ago.
Wow.
Nobody knows about who they are. And the big leading theories are it's some criminal mastermind from one of the criminal organizations. Biggest one, of course, being the Syndicate. But even the Syndicate's just like we don't even, they did like the official Syndicate, like, yeah, that wasn't us. Like, nobody within the Syndicate like fessed up. The other theory that goes on was it was done by the Order of the Bastion Knights, known as the Order of the Blue Rose. Because the Bastion does have a presence within Broznov, and albeit it's very small and very unnoticed, they're kind of like, they do stuff, but nobody knows what. Presumably it involves the technocrats. However, that theory isn't entirely like, there's no evidence surrounding it, given the fact that they do work with the technocrats, and hurting the wallet on the guys you're helping and working with is kind of counterproductive. So that's also kind of like there's no real way to prove it. Another thing that people kind of theorize is that it was just organized by, well, a lot of the people that work within the port that just kind of banded together, and they said they want to essentially do a demonstration or a strike, but again, no evidence or proof to show that's true either. But yeah, it happened once and never again.
Interesting. Fascinating.
Let's see.
Hmm. Well, Core's gonna make his way back to the apartment. He'll be just as wet as when he left. No change.
Soaked.
wet.
Yep. And with the scaring of some fishermen who at this point are probably trying to get a little more acquainted with you and be like, so do you just do this to scare us, or, what's your deal?
Oh. No, I just do it to relax after a long day of work, you know?
Alright, fair enough. You don't mind if I just pass this along so you don't freak out anyone else, do you?
Oh, no, that's fine, that's fine.
Alright, I'll do that then. And, yeah, with that, you return
That's
back.
the legend of the merman.
Thus spawning the legend of the merman. Congrats, you are now the the merman of Northport.
Oh my god.
Oh, that sounds like a really actually good official legend. Merman of Northport. Damn.
They say they say once every few Broznov nights, or once in a while at a Broznov night, when the sun when the sun is touching the horizon, the merman shows up. They don't know what he does, but they just see people will see a strange man walk out to the pier and simply just dip into the ocean and vanish for a while. Nobody knows what he does down there, but I don't hear or see from him for quite a bit. He just pops on up and carries about his business like nothing happened. Weird stuff.
Spooky.
There you go.
Now a legend. Congratulations.
Oh my god. He's done it. Time to retire.
Yep.
Do something outlandish and then retire. That is the goal.
You gotta do something real crazy with your newfound fame.
No. He's gonna be one of those mystery cryptids who just disappears after a while.
Ah, perfect.
And then the legend continues forever because no one knows.
Yep.
Honestly, fits
How
the
would I've
theme
actually
perfectly
seen him
with
die? Eventually, he'll eventually die, and then thus, forever in legend.
Forever. Or he'll just become, part of the sea and live on forever.
honestly fits the theme
Good
perfectly, in line with other characters of Broznov Legends, like the Corpse, who, that's technical player knowledge that only C would know,
Yep.
because it's not happened yet.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, no spoiler.
No spoilers.
spoilers.
Yeah, it's okay. It's happening soon.
Oh, okay.
Dun dun dun.
In any case, yeah.
Yeah, Cor will make his way back to the apartment.
You all reconvene back with rest and relaxation and a bowl of ramen in ya. And any of the snacks you may have procured during your
Cor
downtime.
smells even more like the sea than normal.
I'm still dead ass asleep.
Oh,
Dead.
Dead.
Yeah, I'll go. Unless Saze is around, he'll probably just be like, oh, well, I guess I'll bunk down for the rest of the night then.
Says anything else?
Putting in order. Probably not gonna take that long, so then she's just gonna head back too.
Very well. At the end of your rest, you guys gather your things, and I'm presuming you make your way back to the Sylvan Tongue.
Can I have my shirt back?
Yeah, of course. Just toss it back to you.
Thank you. Puts it on. He's just standing there without his shirt on, just like,
Sure.
can I,
Not concerned where it has been or anything.
he'll do the very guy thing before he puts it on. He'll sniff it. Smells okay.
Okay. I'm gonna have to wash everyone's clothes later.
I do laundry. This wasn't the shirt I wore yesterday. I mean, I know it looks exactly the same, but this isn't the same one. I
Yeah,
gave you
good
a
luck.
clean shirt.
Good luck
I can't
getting-
tell.
So you know what? You would be able to convince Akira to give
I
you
mean,
her
I can
clothes.
tell because look, he'll like show you the color. He's like, look, this one has a little hole here. The other one has the hole on the back.
Oh my god.
Mm,
You shouldn't have any holes. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna go take a nap.
Oh, we're about to leave.
I'm assuming she
Oh.
just didn't take like 8 hours to go, and then yeah.
Oh, I see.
No.
Long rest, by the way.
Huh?
I'm assuming we long rest, or as
Yeah.
at
You
least
long
resting.
rest.
Alright.
Yay.
Yep.
Yay. I'm back to 72 health, guys.
Oh my god. That's so much HP for level 4.
Get all my stink orbs back.
I get all my spell slots back.
Yay, I get all my health back.
You guys have any spell requests before we leave?
Mm.
I mean, I'm only level 2, so it's not like I have a whole lot of things.
Do you have the erase all undead and our proximity button?
No, because that's a higher level cleric thing.
I
I have
know.
turn undead, but it doesn't really help if we're fighting just one undead.
Mm-hmm.
Because then we attack it and it instantly stops working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It worked better when we were fighting 3 because we just did them one at a time that way. So we weren't taking attacks from the other 2 while we were fighting first one. And then
Hydrate,
good.
stretch. Okay. Sorry.
Ah.
yeah. Cole will put on his clean shirt.
Clean. Emphasis on the clean.
It's clean. He does. Man, the man is obsessed with water. You don't think he does laundry? He probably loves to do laundry.
Yeah.
Any excuse
And
to get
Akira
wet.
always, at least her clothes, always smell nice for some reason.
I am concerned for this household.
You're not sure how. She never really takes it off besides when she showers. But, it still smells nice.
Yeah, I mean, Core's clean. He goes swimming all the time. He takes showers. He loves water. He's clean.
Yeah.
He just has a really basic ass wardrobe. And it's not
I
like
guess
he says a
same.
hole. It's not like there's a huge gaping hole. It's like, you know, oh, look, there's a tiny little hole.
Yeah.
Taste is
Yeah.
still concerned.
No, this is just extras now.
Lisa's fancy, and we love her for it.
She's a materialistic girl.
He's a material girl.
Material girl! Yay!
Yeah.
Material girl!
Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll get up and get ready to go. Tend the plants one last time before we head out.
Yep. You head on out, and you meet with the you meet with Lugs, who is waiting outside-ish. He's at the door this time, and when he sees you, he beckons you inside, and he's like, "Oh, glad you guys are here."
Yeah, of course, we said we would. Are we late? I think we're on time.
Nope,
It's really hard to tell what time it is in this damn city.
you're right on time, guys. So I talked with Miss Emmy a bit. So some good and bad. We're gonna have to get in ourselves. Just kind of, talk them in, talk to the people, and maybe we can convince them that this invitation will get us all in. So that's the bad news. The good news is, she was nice enough to, lend us a hand with, making us look the part.
Oh.
Lovely.
Well,
And,
that's good.
yeah. So, she's gonna help you guys out with that. And, with that, you see the Kitsune woman give a rather welcoming smile, and she's like, "Alright, come this way." And, some of the companions, of course, also show up and pretty much just, like, kind of help you along, and they're like, "Alright, we're gonna doll you up for this."
Oh my god.
Yep.
Core looks very nervous.
They take you to the changing room, and they are very quick and very much very much just kind of like, all right, let's just they quickly just start taking measurements, and they're like, okay, I don't know about this, and you can hear them. They kind of talk to each other, be like, oh, I kind of like red, but maybe blue with this. With Core, you have Elio and Castiel, who and the other guys, who are just like, okay, let's see, let's it's like, I'm thinking suit just like the usual. What do you think, Castiel? And he's like, something a bit more bold, I think might work. As they kind of like look you over. And the two kind of argue between whether gloves will work for the suit or not, or the outfit or not. Like, I think
Core
gloves
just
would
looks
work for that.
scared. He looks very intimidated.
It's like, wait, I got it. And with that, one of the other, the tiefling, actually, one of the tiefling comes out, and he says, he pretty much like pushes them both aside, like, you guys don't know anything about fashion. And he points to the pince nez that you have, Core, and says, I have an idea with that. And kind of gets this rather, a fairly lavish looking coat that complements the red color of your pince nez. And underneath kind of gives this nice little, like this cream colored vest.
Go dress up Taser too, just in case we go too long.
Hmm?
Huh?
Wait, what?
Alright, that's Taser. Taylor. Oh my god, I just combined Taser and Taylor.
He's
Taser.
Taser.
So a red coat and a cream vest. Interesting.
Yep.
Ooh.
Despite the other two just kind of looking at this look, they're just like, this is the most ridiculous looking thing. The tiefling kind of pipes up and he says, look, Miss Emmy told us that these guys are going to be going to the Silvered Spire, and there's only two types of folks that kind of go in there, both crooks. You either get the crooks with the money, or you get the guys being paid by them. And I think we can make this guy look like one of the top shelf crooks. Flashy, flashy and loud. That's something these crooks will like. To which, of course,
Well, if
Elio
you're sure I can
kind of
play the part.
Elio kind of jeers a bit, and he's like, "Well, you might get mugged, but I guess if we can make him walk the walk." And,
I mean, you got Akira. She can pull off the I'm being paid a lot.
yeah. However, in this particular instance, moving over to your guys' side, just gonna cap it off with Elio, kind of gives you some, a little bit of like an impromptu, like how to act like a big tough guy in that suit. He's like, all right, you want to step out, you want to puff out that chest, you want to definitely show like you've got money. You're not scared of anyone trying to mug you. So we'll move
Polo
on from.
tries best. He'll puff out his swimmer's titties.
Excuse me?
God.
Man's got nice titties. He'll puff them out.
I was like, there it is. Show that gusto. But yeah, moving on to the ladies' side. It's a lot of bickering of colors of just like what works best. With Seiza, they're kind of like, they figured out the design, which is kind of like similar to what Hiromi was wearing, which was the very nice long dress that has a cutaway towards the bottom. But they're really debating on the colors, and they eventually kind of settle for like a navy blue color. And then kind of tried and figured something out. I was like, maybe we should do something for the hair? I don't know. But, they kind of jump around on some ideas, and eventually kind of are able to kind of put it into a nice, very intricately woven ponytail. With Akira,
Hi.
yeah, you are definitely
Good
the
luck.
challenge.
Yeah, good luck.
That's good.
And plus, the rat also has to look nice.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, the rat.
The
That's
rat,
important.
the rat is sitting on the counter on a little mini version of like the little counters that they have at like, you know, the makeup counter. He's got a little tiny one that he's sitting.
Good. He deserves to be treated like royalty.
He's just sitting at
He
that,
is royal.
and
He is, yeah.
one of the kitsune are just like putting a little makeup on him.
Oh wow.
You eat it up. Like, yes, I am pretty!
The Asimir that you guys spoke with, she steps up and she says, "We're not going to be able to do anything that we'd normally do for you. However, I think the clothes would be fine, but I have a better idea." And with that, she goes and digs through her supply and she pulls out something. And she puts she like applies some of it. So you've got like kind of like a horns on the top of your head, right?
Yeah.
So on
she-
the horns on the top of your head, she kind of applies this thing, and it almost looks like flames are sort of like little sparks of embers are kind of like emanating from the horns. And then she says, "All right, we'll put some on some of your scales and the hair, and we'll have it make it look like there's just this like emanating inferno following you."
Pop!
Yep.
I'm the wrong dragon type for this, but Pog!
You're not the right dragon, that's for sure, but it'll do. Yeah, even with the correction, she even says like, "No, unfortunately, it was either flames or lightning, and I only have flames right now. I hear they're making an ice one."
She would be quick to be like, flames is fine.
And
Flames
with that,
is fine.
you are able to, they apply this cream pretty much on the top of your head and pretty much along parts of your body to kind of emanate this sort of sparks and embers that are just sort of like I wouldn't say like exploding, but just sort of flickering off of you.
Wow.
And since Taylor's not here, we'll do a segment when we get to Taylor when Taylor returns. So sorry,
Yeah.
but that's
Let us know how slay she is.
Oh my God,
That beard will
Matthew.
be very well groomed, though.
Yep. That is the one thing I can promise. The beard, totally redone and amazing.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
But she will have something of a very good fashion that also is no doubt also very utility. Some utility is given into consideration for her outfit as well. And that goes with all of you. So you're able to there's some level of utility that you're able to actually conceal for the most part most of your gear underneath.
What gear?
What
A
gear?
gear.
I just have a basket.
You know, if you're carrying any other weapons or any other equipment that may come in handy.
I mean, I guess technically I have an axe. Have I ever used it? No.
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 Yeah, not really. Well, in any
Oh, I love
case.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm just picturing Core with like a full suit and just like a basket.
Oh yeah. It's a nice basket.
Yeah.
Like one of those large, very shallow ones, because it's actually just his shield inside of a basket he wove around it.
Oh,
If you walk
precious
around
little.
Broznov with a shield on your back, you're gonna attract attention. But a basket, it's just a basket.
It's so fun.
Alrighty. Well, with that case, Miss Emmy looks over all of you and is rather satisfied. Um, and you meet with Lugs, who he himself is finely dressed as well. He has a small little, very white suit with a black bow tie.
Oh,
And you see him kind of
Interesting.
adjust the collar a little bit, like it's a little tight around the neck.
little fledgling looks like a professional.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, I'm not entirely used to this, but you know, well, this is this kind of stuff Hartman would get up to, I guess. It's yeah, if it's what it takes. And
Oh, I found the perfect one.
with that, the companions and Miss Emmy herself waves you guys off and wishes you all good luck.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
I'm gonna need it.
let's go kill.
Let's go.
Figuratively. For now.
Yep. You make your way to the Silvered Spire. I believe that was also in the Hanging Garden. Let me double check my notes. Where was
Yeah,
it?
I think so.
Oh, that's not it.
Or wait, I have it in my notes way up. It's been a while. Up, 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 up. Hosts. Where did we talk to Lugs for the first time?
Yeah, I don't think I mentioned it.
Scrolling, scrolling. The third is in the kettle. The
Ah,
Silvered Spire.
so for this one,
Ye-
you actually head out to the kettle, the nicer part of Broznov. This is probably the first time you've been. And
ye-
sure enough, you approach what appears to be this rather very pretty and large opera house building. However, the front of the door, and as you take a closer look, you see it's definitely worn down by age and neglected by it's just been overall neglected in maintenance as just little parts of the building that are otherwise these nice little flourishes and these pillars that are holding up parts of this very beautiful building are starting to crumble and crack in places. The front door, which was once this beautiful big oak door, is more dilapidated looking, and you see crudely, almost riveted onto the doors, just pieces of metal and iron, just kind of like used to make a almost makeshift reinforcement. And at the front, you would see these nice little rope, rope lines to sort of like help people kind of get in line to get in. Are sort of kind of all over the place and a bit disorganized, and in front is just a rather small crowd of, some rather unsavory looking individuals, rough looking people, and mercenaries who seem to be all more or less trying to push through, while a small team of bodyguards in finely dressed suits are basically just kind of looking them over and permitting only a few at a time to go in.
I'll say, I think I posted a picture, but I think Kor's ditched the vest so that he can have his tattoos on display on his chest, because his tattoos go all the way across the front of his chest.
Oh,
So he buttoned it a little bit to have his, because if he's gotta walk with his chest puffed up, he might as well have his tattoos out too.
Mhm.
Let's see, do I have that spell?
You're quite bold, my friend. I didn't take you for that type.
Oh, well, I mean, I've always heard that if you got it, you should flaunt it, right?
Indeed. Indeed.
It's not exactly my style, but yeah, maybe it'll work in our favor.
Mm-hmm. This sort of setting, I'm assuming we'd have to
well,
be as...
Alrighty.
I
Shall we give it a try?
Mm. You feel
Well-
like leading, my friend?
someone will have to talk to the door guards and
And we know who it's gonna be.
convince them.
I can give it a try.
I'll back you up.
Okay, well,
We all will back him up.
I'll give you the invitation then. Just do your best and try to be as convincing as you can. Hopefully you'll be able to
What's our story? We have the invitation, but there's 4 of us here, so what are we going with?
We come as a package.
Oh, a
Inseparable.
package deal.
Mm-hmm. Important people always
Oh,
come in
we
groups,
always
don't they?
have our we always have our entourage, right? So which one of us is the important person?
Looks at Core.
No, that's a good it's you. I
Mm.
should do play that one.
I mean, I can certainly try.
Relax. Things are going fine.
All right. Cor will sort of run his hands through his hair, which is normally just like sort of brushing along his shoulders, but as he runs it through his fingers through it, you notice that he can sort of stretch it because it really does act like water. He sort of pulls it a little longer, and then I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on myself.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna obviously do Eagle Splendor, so I have advantage on Charisma checks.
Go ahead.
I
With
don't know why. Oh, it always does that.
with the added with the disguise and the suit and invitation, you will get an inherent bonus. But before I mention it, I'll have you bring up and talk to the doorman, who is this rather grisly-looking guy, despite his finely dressed suit. Looking at you, you see that this guy is pretty heavily armed with a rather large-looking gun on one side, just kind of hanging from his hip, and a rather intricate-looking, almost like rather intricate-looking, looks like a almost look like a brass knuckle, but he's able to sort of contort his fingers a bit, like move them a bit as he moves. And the thing about them is towards the end is you can see it almost looks like rings, like studded rings, as part of the knuckle as well. And he only glances at you expectantly.
Cor will sort of approach, and he is following the instructions of his friends to, puff out his chest, but he's trying to appear sort of casual, you know, like that cool guy approach where you're like, yeah, I'm here, but I don't really care. I'm just trying to get business done. And he sort of like, Core normally sort of walks like, not super hunched, but you know, he makes himself kind of small. He'll purposely sort of pull his shoulders back, but try to appear big but relaxed, if that makes sense.
Think like
And
Elio.
just sort of-
Think like Elio.
And you sort of flash the invitation in 2 fingers and be like, evening, we're here for the party.
All right. You have a +3 to your advantage roll.
Ooh, nice. Alright, and this is just charisma, persuasion?
We'll do persuasion.
Perception?
Or whichever. I mean,
We-
technically
we're here
any
for
of
the
those.
party, so you know. We're
You
not
are
lying.
here for the party. You're technically not invited to the party. You just have an invitation. So you could honestly take it any which way.
Alright, 18 plus 3, 21.
So 21.
I think, right? That's math.
Yeah.
21.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
That
correct.
math is correct.
So the guard looks you over, and he looks over at the rest of the entourage. Roll your roll just raw charisma for the rest of you guys, and that'll be
Raw charisma.
yeah
Oh boy.
a regular charisma check, but it'll be at +3 as well.
Okay.
And let's see. That's gonna be that's gonna be 9, and what's my charisma?
Lug's got
11.
a dirty 20.
Oh, good job, Lugs.
Hmm.
Does the rat need to? I'm kidding. I'm not rolling for the rat.
21.
21.
So I'm the lowest at 11 then.
Yep, it is a group check though, so majority passed. Which means that he looks you over, Core. Then he looks to the rest of you guys. Then he finally opens up the invitation and peeks it over. He says, Entourage, Lady Yuki said there might be bonuses. All right, come on in. And he gestures over to one of the other door guards, who then moves over to peel open part of the reinforcements at the door, and you guys are let in.
We did it.
Yeah. Core tries to play it cool, you know, he just like holds out an arm for Seiza so they can go in together and just sort of, you know, silently nods at the bouncer like, of course we're going in. You know? Of course. There was never a doubt. Even though in
There's
his
no-
heart there was so much doubt.
Don't let them see, don't let them see.
Don't let them see the cracks in the armor.
And as you're pouring in, or as you are ushered inside to a rather dark but large room, it's you hear Lugs just kind of mutter quite audibly. He's like, "Well, we're in the lion's den now. We should probably be careful though." As you step in and notice that this is a rather it's almost cathartic. No, it's there's something to it that really resonates. But you see, it's the inside of this rather old opera house, and it's definitely been heavily modified. The many red velvet colored chairs that would line into the facing the opera house have been crudely ripped out or moved around, and you see instead that the chairs have been formed to make almost kind of like little pods throughout the just like little circular pods throughout the seating areas, and you see these little mini stages with entertainers and just around these velvet seats are, well, only the most unsavory, brutish, and otherwise dangerous-looking individuals, all occupying a seat here and there. And they are definitely rowdy. Um, there are people that are just, you see them kind of like, some of them jump out from their seat, and as a server passes by, and you see them just yank the whole platter just off their, from their hands and slam it down onto their side, and you see them just kind of like, quickly scramble for a drink and chug it down. Other sides you see, very quickly, two or three folks either like playing cards or playing some sort of like gambling game, and suddenly an argument would erupt, and one would just throw a swing at the other, and very quickly the group would have to jump in to try and break things up. Many of these seats, you notice, they're not exactly firmly bolted to the ground either, as many of them have had all sorts of like chunks of wall that have been like, the stone wall have been like, some were probably taken elsewhere and been repurposed to hold up and kind of reformat the seating a bit to accommodate for this new architectural design. The pillars that are lining the outsides of the walls and holding up the balconies have these once many beautiful and pretty statues of like either angelic beings or, just pretty people that have now, under neglect and vandalism, have fallen apart. Hands, limbs are missing, and some of them have been defaced with crude marks, either Xing out eyes or mouth or even the whole face, or some of them have the face or parts of the face just smashed out completely. Or, in some other crude fashion, it's been modified and vandalized or messed with. Overhead, you see, lining on a complete 360 around the entire building, are the balcony areas, and they seem to be sort of segmented, and undoubtedly, unlike the crude and brutish people that you walk among, the people up top look more formally dressed, and a lot of them definitely look a lot nicer. And you see quite a variety of outfits and looks above you, and quite an interesting array of people also. But all of them are definitely acting a lot more formally with each other than the criminals below. As some of them are either conversing and enjoying a fine dining, while some of them are simply looking over the balcony down into whatever fights erupted below. All of this lined along, and you see the main stage, which is brought out forward. It's not really to the back end, but it's more outward and somewhat in the middle of this large building. And you see some of the servers and staff workers quickly and hastily try and put things together as you see them move props and parts of the curtains, which are shredded and, of course, dilapidated as well, and maneuver lights around as they seem to prepare for something. So that's more or less the scene that you see.
I guess our first thing is look for stairs, right? Because we want to go up.
Yep. We do want to go up.
That's where we belong.
Alright. Roll investigation.
Roll investigation. Can I charisma this investigation?
Persuade the stairs to appear.
Yeah, I persuade the stairs.
Convince the stairs to get you there.
The stairs to get me theirs.
Investigation check. Oh.
Oh.
A 9.
A 9.
No.
I actually rolled better. I got an 11.
Oh, wait.
Lugs will search as well.
Do I roll?
Help us,
You want to?
bestie!
Oh, okay.
Go for it.
Tor is trying so hard to hold on to this bad boy persona that he can't focus on anything else. It's taking all of his concentration to
Can't
not
think.
just gape around and be like, oh my god, what the hell is this
Oh.
place?
Can't think.
Nat
Must
20.
be badass.
Oh.
Nat 20! Holy crap!
Yeah.
This is your scene.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you're able to actually catch on, and it actually dawns on you that the regular staircase to get up there has been completely blocked off. But you're able to figure out where they're coming in from. There's a staircase somewhere behind the stage, and you're able to catch a glimpse as some of the staff members are kind of coming and going from behind the curtains. And kind of note, like, I think they're coming up and down from back there.
Well, I'm gonna point that out to the rest of the party.
Well, shall we make our way over?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Remember, with gusto.
With gusto. Sort of straightens up a little bit.
Alright. You make your way over, and sure enough, there is a staircase, and it's flanked by a pair of guards. And one of them looks over to you and they say, "What are you doing here?"
We're going up. That's what you usually do with stairs, don't you? I flash the invitation again.
Roll charisma.
Yeah, I will. He's definitely doing the cool guy thing where he's still got his shades on inside.
Yeah, and if you touch him, you cast
my
guidance on yourself.
Oh, that's so smart. That's what I'll do. He's sort of like he does like the cool guy he pushes his shades up and casts guidance on himself. So do
You're
we still get
welcome.
the +3?
You'll get the +3.
Wait, actually, I can't use guidance.
Oh,
Because enhanced ability is concentration and guidance is concentration.
Oh.
Got
so
it.
it's
Okay.
one or the other.
Yeah, I can either have one or the other, and honestly, advantage is better.
Fair enough.
Advantage is better.
Okay, that's another 18 plus 3, but let's see if I can't do better. That was the first roll. Oh! That's a 20 plus 3. So, 23. 30, 20 plus 3, 23.
23. Well, he looks over at your invitation and he says, "Ah, you're part of Lady Yuki's little group, huh?"
Yep.
Yeah.
He'll,
Well,
he'll intentionally look a little bored, like, yeah, obviously. Look at us, we're beautiful.
looks like you weren't told on the meetup yet. Then Yuki's entourage is waiting down here. She's gonna be putting herself a live performance. She'll be meeting her entourage afterwards. So you lot will stay down here. Business is being handled upstairs. So no entertainers.
Down here with the ruffians. Dreadful.
Awful. Really, what is Miss Yuki thinking?
Well.
Certainly someone as beautiful as you, darling, should not be kept down here with the ruffians. Don't you agree? And I'll look at the guards. I'll look at Seiza and then look at the guards like, are you truly suggesting such a horrible thing?
I'm on the verge of fainting.
Oh, please. It's alright. I'm sure these fine gentlemen understand.
They're pretty stone-faced on this one.
Damn.
And they're like, "Nope, only business is allowed up top." And he responds with like, "Don't worry, the ruffians won't bug you much. If they know you're one of Yuki's, they're gonna stay a clear mile from you."
Yeah, Damn, we fucked up, guys. Wait, reload the save. We have to come back in as
Reload the-
business people, not Yuki's entourage. We fucked up. Reload.
you had to go as the investors. Oh,
No, we fucked up.
Quick save, quick load.
I
only
was
the
like, damn, Core's not very smart, but he's pretty. We could do that, but no, we needed to go the smart route.
That's okay.
But yeah, the guard pretty much is just like, yeah, you're only allowed up there if it's for business, and your Lady Yuki's entourage is not here for business.
I mean, you're incorrect there, sir. Lady Yuki is here, is always moving with business in mind, and that's why we accompany her.
Is that
So
right?
Following that logic, we are here for business.
Roll me a deception.
Alright, well, this is charisma, so.
You get advantage.
Alright. 17 plus 3, but let's see if I can't do better. 18 plus 3, 21. Good rolls for core, actually.
Nice, yeah.
So
So
21.
yeah, 21.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then you're gonna know. Let's see. Let me go ahead and talk up top and see if maybe you're one of Oda's then. And he'll
No, we ain't.
What?
Anyway, keep going.
he'll
Uh-oh.
he'll let the other guard know and be like, keep him waiting here. I'll be right back. And a few minutes pass, and the guard returns, and he says, "All right, well, looks like there was some kind of mix-up. All right, come on up. You're in booth over. You're over in booth 8."
Thank you. Thank you very much, darling. I'll turn to the others. Hold out an arm.
And the other guard kind of looks shocked, and he's just like, "They really tell you that you're going on up there?" It's like, "Look, I talked to that. I didn't talk to Oda. I talked to one of the others, and they said let him through." That's the last thing you catch as you make your way up. They were definitely not quiet.
Orwell looks sort of nervously at Seiza like, Lord, what have we gotten ourselves into?
Upstairs is a... Upstairs, you enter what is essentially just a long hallway that sort of goes around, and it's just the back end of the various little balconies. Each of them has a little, like, rope and guards posted up, because obviously these are some very important people up here. And some of them, of course, kind of eye you, kind of looking at you like, the hell are you doing up here? But pay you no mind otherwise. As you pass through to a door that is, there's no little rope segment, and no guards at all. And it's just with a nice little brass marker just on the top, just the number 8.
Well, so the guard brought us up here, or he just told us to go up? And
He
we
just
went
told you,
up on our own?
yeah, go to door 8. Yeah, he'd basically just let
Alright.
you through. He's not gonna follow you up.
Okay.
He's like, alright, your door 8.
Cora looks nervously at the group. I have no idea what's behind this door.
What sort of thing are we here to ask again?
We're looking for Hartman, right?
No, I know. There's gotta be a different line of questioning that lead there without being so blunt, though.
That's true. Perhaps we're a bit concerned about the missing investors, because, well, you know, if the money dries up, the party's gotta stop.
Reminder, we are investors, right?
No,
I don't know what we
Also-
are.
the invitation, from what you've gathered from the guards, the invitation implies you're one of Lady Yuki's entourage.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So,
Yeah. The
We're
door
just
guard
party
also
animals.
mentions like you basically got invited by Lady Yuki.
Well, maybe
Yep.
unless Lady Yuki herself or her actual entourage are behind the door, perhaps we can say that Lady Yuki is herself a bit concerned about the investors. I mean, she's powerful, but she needs money, right?
I don't think it's wise that we throw her name out there.
Well, we'll
could
avoid
just-
it if we can, but
we already did!
we already
kinda
yeah,
already
we
did.
No,
did.
not to whatever this group is. We can just use her own. Being part of her entourage is already pretty important, I gather. Don't necessarily have to say it's her that is concerned. We can just say we are concerned.
That's true. Alright, let's try that.
Again, you take the lead.
He'll unbutton one more button. Okay.
Oh my.
Well, step on through.
Yep.
Very
Or will
well.
not knock, even though every inch of his body wants so badly to politely knock on the door. He will just go in.
Well, you step on in, and in front of you are just a row of seats, kind of facing out towards the stage, and in two of the seats there is someone, and you notice on one of them is you kind of note at the armrests the hands are tied, and you see this sort of struggling and moving.
Right?
Oh,
At
God.
the other seat, you see you catch a bit of a gesture as it's a hand holding up a cigar, and a puff of smoke being pushed up overhead, and a voice from the man holding a cigar. As you step out, you hear him say, "Ah, didn't think you'd be able to catch up after all this investigating. I guess you surprised me too, Lugs." And Lugs is just kind of gasps, and is like, "Hardman?"
Hartman got the.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hartman is the man smoking? Oh
Yep.
my god.
Oh my god.
He pokes up from above the chair and gives a rather tired smile as he gestures. Hello. How you folks been?
Well, I wasn't expecting this. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't see this coming.
Nope.
They never do. Well, you just made it for the main show. And next to him, you see is well, it's Drow, who looks also rather vampiric in nature, as he is, despite the fact that his hands are bound to the armrests, you can see that his hands have been replaced with large claws. His eyes are glowing orange, and his despite the fact that his mouth is gagged, you can see a pair of fangs just poking past it as he's struggling to get out. And he says, "Don't mind my friend here. He's needs a moment to calm down."
Sorry, did you do that?
Tie him down?
No, I mean the claws and stuff.
I'm
Is
afraid
that
not.
you?
Nope. Afraid not. But I am on the hunt on who it is.
Oh, thank. No, Core takes a deep breath, like, oh, thank God. Okay, because for a second there I thought we've been looking for you this whole time, and for a second I got here and I thought, oh no, he's actually the bad guy.
Well, can't say it was a clean work, but managed to get to the bottom of most things. But I suppose before I share my side of the story, I'd love to hear what you guys found.
Well, 2 dead investors, a bunch of undead, a mysterious woman who is in Lady Yuki's entourage, and way too much alcohol.
Speak for yourself.
Well, seems that our work matches pretty cleanly, especially the alcohol. And he says that and kind of gives a bit of a cough and then puffs out a bit of smoke. And you know, Lugs is just like, Hartman, I thought I lost you. And he's just like, are you okay? What happened? Where'd you go? And Hartman, of course, kind of sits up in his seat a little bit. And he's like, well, after I had taken off to this investigation, there was a few things that I had been able to dig up on my own, many of which you were able to conclude actually fairly well. Indeed, there was these men were, well, I suppose transformed would be the best word. He looks over to Ranus, the drow. Horrible things, really. But I was able to come to a few conclusions. One, this was not Lady Yuki's doing.
We got to that assumption.
Yeah, we didn't assume it was the lady herself.
I assumed it was somebody in her entourage. Probably that girl.
Or at least someone pretending to be in her entourage.
Yeah.
Could just be a disguise.
And you'd be right on that. For there's something I came across some rather dangerous information. Something that, unfortunately, is rather costly for me to have learned. And that is, well, Lady Yuki herself is in fact a vampire.
Oh.
At first, I thought that this was the work of necromancers, or some sort of practitioner, or even a freak of a tinkerer who decided to play around with the dead. Not something that wasn't too out of the mill that we'd find in Broznov, really. This is the first time people have the funny idea of mixing automatons and the dead. But this was something on a whole other scale, you see. Wasn't until these freak vampire spawns that I was able to come to the conclusion that we had a vampire in our hands. And after doing some digging, I was able to also connect some of the dots with Lady Yuki and these necromantic rituals. It wasn't just the investors. People were regularly vanishing. Just regular goers of various clubs. But those were the 3 main ones that I was trying to hit. Of the ones that you guys undoubtedly had been digging through.
So Lady Yuki herself is a vampire, but she's not directly involved in this case.
Nope, not
Just
her.
Someone in her sphere of existence.
From what I've gathered, Lady Yuki and her entourage are, well, they're all members within the Yuki Wonderworks. This isn't entirely news. Lady Yuki's work with Yakuza is fairly known to most folk who are at least in the know. However, the secret of her being a vampire isn't entirely known, And I myself had managed to come to that conclusion that the heads of the Yakuza seem to have some involvement with vampirism one way or another. Lady Yuki herself is, after all, the daughter of the head of the family.
But you're saying that this one in particular is perhaps just someone taking advantage of that reputation, or just Lady Yuki's influence in general to get access to places?
Likely a bit of both. Now, Lady Yuki has been known to take her jaunts to meet with folk, and undoubtedly this is probably when she cuts loose with her own vampiric tendencies, but we can conclude for a fact that she's never once, at least to any investigators' own expertise, had they discovered any proof of her actually killing people. Likely, she goes and does her occasional feeding and then retreats back to do what she does. However, there was something I was able to gather after picking apart some of the clues. Parts of the entourage aren't entirely, well, let's just say they're vetted by the family. And some who are rather more concerned with Yuki's interests typically will go out of their way to ensure that they report back to them on whatever Lady Yuki gets up to. And it seems for the price of such privilege came with the introduction of vampirism to them as well. And with that, he kind of like pulls out from his vest pocket his notebook and flips to a page to a rather nice illustration of a rather pretty woman. This is Alyssa Brandt. That's gonna be our suspect.
Alyssa. Alyssa Brandt?
Yep. Half-elven gal. She had gotten herself involved with the modeling scene for a time and had been, for a brief moment, rather amicable with Lady Yuki in some interactions, and it seemed that that was enough to warrant an invitation to the entourage. And I suppose someone higher up decided that they would put her on their payroll rather than just simply be a friend of Yuki's, if you catch my drift.
So perhaps Lady Yuki herself would be a little upset to know that there's spies amongst her so-called friends.
Well, I think she's learned at this point that there's not much she can do without someone hearing about it. But I'm sure she won't take it too kindly to when she finds out what her friend's been up to.
Especially because this could bring heat back to her. She would not be
Indeed.
pleased about that. Corey's buttoning his shirt back up. He's like, alright, I'll put this away.
There's vampires around. We can put these away.
Actually, maybe I should get my coat.
Well, there's anything to say, isn't she coming in a few?
Well,
Yeah, the show, right?
yep, she'll be putting on a show. Her and her entourage will be on stage soon enough. That's when we can talk with her after her little thing. For now, though, I suppose we could sit back and relax and handle things from here. And he says that, he pulls out a stake and just kind of like just briefly just impales it onto the drow, who proceeds to die. And
Oh.
yeah.
Let's go.
That was
Goodbye.
the club owner, wasn't it?
Was, unfortunately. It was
I see.
too late to get to him, unfortunately, and Alyssa had once again misused her powers. Better it be this way than have him make a scene.
I suppose.
And of course Lugs is very much just like still in shock of just like this is so you were able to figure it all out, but why were you gone for so long? It was like, well, and puts an arm on Lugs' shoulder, pats him, and he's like I said, this is something that came quite costly.
Oh, what kind of cost? You keep saying that, but I'm not entirely sure what you mean.
Let's close up this case and I'll explain later. And with that, the lights begin to dim, and several spotlights kind of flash and flicker, and light up these center stage, and the rowdy raucousness of the downstairs begins to simmer down as a host walks up and he says, "All right, you bastards, settle down. Now we've got a very special night tonight for all you degenerates, you crooks and conmen, you absolute disgusting scum of Broznov. You've gotten yourself quite the lucky night, as we've been graced by the most beautiful woman in Broznov. So put your hands together for the one, the only, Lady Yuki." And with that, you see her approach the stage and walk up to the center, and it is here where you see her in this like nice, very long red dress that sort of kind of drapes and drags a little across the floor behind her, and it's honestly it's hard not to take your eyes away as she approaches and begins to sing, and it is the most enthralling voice as she sings. And I'm gonna actually cliffhanger it here, I think, because were we hitting the 3 hours?
Yeah.
Almost 3 hours.
37.
But yeah. And I'll also have more material because this is kind of where I was gonna kind of put the stopping point at.
That's
Nice.
But yeah,
Yay.
We get Taylor up in here.
we need Taylor.
We need
Yeah,
that
we
description of the fancy beard.
Oh my god, I gotta.
We need a
draw
description
Corey's
of the
outfit.
fence.
Yep.
I wanna draw
Taylor,
so
if
bad.
you're watching this VOD, I will expect some sort of design from you. That's your homework since you weren't able to make it.
Chat, otherwise they're not gonna know.
But other than that, yeah. So we'll put it right here for now. I do have a visual somewhere of Lady Yuki, but I gotta put that up together real quick, and I gotta prepare more for what's gonna unfold for the next session. But that'll be that.
Ooh.
We did it.
Yeah.
Poor baby through his charisma checks. He did it.
True.
You did it.
He really is the pretty one.
Keep that look. I dare you.
Says a
Wait.
wishes. Cora immediately gets home and is like, "Oh, thank God, I can put on my normal clothes."
No! Don't you dare.
But you said I can't wear the same thing every day.
This is an exemption. It's expensive.
Alright.
Alrighty. I am gonna go ahead and start the raid, and that's gonna be that for now. Hope you all had a good stream, and have a good night. I'll see y'all later. go? It's like super slow right now. There it is.
Oh, Shadow, I don't want to know.
Alright, cool.
man. Oh, hello, BK. BK, save us.